Well, up next, behind the scenes on creating the reality TV pop band called Bardot. Belinda Chapple is spilling on the success and struggles right after this. Well, before Australian Idol or X Factor, there was Pop Stars, a talent quest focused on finding the next global girl group. And in 1999, the show changed Belinda Chapple's life forever, scoring the golden ticket to stardom with 4 other girls. Belinda and the rest of Bardot climbed the Aussie charts with hits like ASAP and Poison. How quickly we forget. That is still a banger, that song. I
was going to say that. I still love that song.
Such a good song. But the spotlight on the band came with a price. And now Belinda is telling all in her memoir, The Girl in the Band. And Belinda Chapple joins us now. It's great to have you here. Thanks for joining us.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
Pop Stars was our first brush with reality TV, really. So unlike all the shows today where people have a kind of idea what they're getting into, you really didn't, did you?
We had no idea. It was very, very raw. I think none of us had any idea what we were getting into. And we just turned up to those auditions. We were all really young and naive, but it was an incredible time, And television too.
And television too, yeah. One of the most shocking revelations in this memoir is the contract that you had to sign. Because a lot of people were not privy to that, obviously. But you were only going to make $35 a day.
Yep.
Which is
wow.
crazy.
Right.
So, I mean, like I said, when you're coming into this that's so new, everyone would be like, do it, do it, do it, do it. Was there anyone around at the time who was saying, maybe you should think about this?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, my lawyer, everybody said, wow, you're really going to sign that? But we'd just been through such a lengthy audition process, so none of us were really going to turn around at that point and say, oh, no, I don't want it, after 3 weeks of auditioning and getting picked out of 5,000 girls or whatever it was. So... we all signed it.
Tell us a bit about that audition process. I think Jackie O was one of the judges back in the day. Who else was
Chris
judging?
Moss. I don't know if you know Chris Moss from Warner. Mossy from Warner with the moustache. He's iconic. People still talk about him today. No, it was a great audition process. It was quite lengthy.
And what were you kind of promised? Like what were the dreams that were put into your head?
Oh, we weren't really promised anything other than a contract with Warner Music. But, I just think we were all so passionate about song and dance, and we were young and we all wanted to be pop stars.
Well, and everyone talks about all the performances, all the touring. The reality of what comes with that, though, isn't really what we might...
No, look, I mean, it's sort of 50% glamorous and lots of fun and really fulfilling, but then, it's a lot of hard work and a lot of pressure, which you can read about in my book,
After the band broke up, how did you move on? Because you guys were everywhere. You were on the cover of every magazine, you were on all the shows, your songs were on the radio, and then suddenly, bam! How did you cope with that? And do you think you got as much help as you needed? No,
I think mental health wasn't really spoken about back then in 2002. I struggled. I struggled a lot, but I got through, and here I am today, happy and healthy. I'm fine.
So when you look at like modern groups now, like Blackpink or Little Minx, do you think that the music industry has changed for the better when it comes to the way these bands are put together and how they're treated?
The K-pop thing, I don't know what their contracts are like. I'm not sure. But I'm sure it is a little bit better than it was. But I think that when it comes to reality TV, I think they could show a little bit more love for performers. I hear the contracts aren't that different.
Really, all these years on?
All these years on,
What is it about girl bands? They've been sort of throughout life, every generation has a girl band and everybody identifies with one of the girls in the band. Everyone says, oh, I'm a Belinda or I'm a... What were Belinda fans like?
Apparently dads.
Dads? Did you get a whole lot of creepy mail?
I just remember that really clearly. Like, we used to laugh about it. Like, Sophie would get all the young girls and we'd think that was so cute and adorable. And then I was kind of like, oh, I wonder who my fans are. And then the record company lady said to me, "Oh, it's the dads, Belinda, it's the dads." And I'm like, "Oh my God, that is hysterical." So yeah, I was young and that was funny at the time.
Oh, yeah, classic, okay.
And so after steering away from the industry, then you've gone back into TV. Can you tell us about Paper Dolls?
Yeah, Paper Dolls is a TV concept I created about 3 years ago, and I sold it to a production company called Helium. It's about 5 young ladies navigating their way, their time in a band, in a girl band, and it will be on Paramount later this year.
All absolute fiction?
100%. No, I'm not just saying that. It is fiction all the way. No, they've made the story. It's nothing about Bardot.
Are the dads going to love it?
The dads will love it. The dads will really love it.
Great.
Why did you want to put all this into a book? Was that part of sort of using the word chapter, but putting that chapter of your life to bed in a way?
Not so much. I really wanted to just share my experience because I know that it's pretty tough for performers, you know. So it was really just for that reason, just so they know that they're not alone. It's a tough industry. That's why.
So to be a good read for anyone auditioning for all the reality shows.
I think so. Or just in the entertainment industry, full stop.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, it's going to be a great read. And Belinda's novel, The Girl in the Band, is available at all booksellers. Thanks so much for joining us today. Really appreciate it.
Lovely to see you.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you
on
so much.